I had a viewer request lately to go through my software, and this is going to be a pain in the ass, let me tell you. I'm going to go through my software, and I said yes only because I'm going to clean up some of these boxes. I mean, this is kind of dirty. So, to satisfy one of my viewers, here is my software. I am going to be showing it to you. I'm going to start with these. More specifically, the stuff that's on the top here. That's nothing to see there. That is the software to the camera. I have a copy of a SimCity 2000. I want to say 2000, but it's probably it's SimCity Classic. Let's call it that. And you can see there, ooh, tornado. And all sorts of different game things. I actually have the box for this. It's in the basement. I rescued this from the basement, along with some other things you're going to see in a second. Here's a copy of Office 97. That's where my D-Ban went. I burned a copy of D-Ban. That's what I used to wipe hard drives with. That's where it went. I couldn't find it. I have a copy of Office 2000. I did have a copy of 2003 up here at one point, but I can't find it at the moment. A copy of Photoshop 3.0 and 5.0. Then we have some Microsoft training stuff. Although really, I don't even think I think I may have used this as part of my training to get into this job, because I do support NT server. And then I have a whole bunch of 5 1/4 inch floppy disks that I don't even know if they work. I don't think they do. Ooh, but these were in a damp basement, or our damp basement. That's where that SimCity disc came from. So there's the blank one there, PC DOS 5 utilities from a PC magazine. Remember that? I don't even know if they still have that. I think they do. A high capacity disc. I don't know what this is. Don't bend it. That's what that means. Don't bend it. Okay. Although it's kind of hard not to bend it. Sidekick. Not copy protected. So if I ever get a machine with a 5 1/4 inch floppy drive, I will be sure to try these. There's a copy of DOS. And then there's a copy of Microsoft Word. I believe that's Word 3.0 or Word 3.1. I'm not sure. And then I have 2 box sets, or 2 boxes for OS Tiger. This one actually has Tiger in it, but it's unfortunately an Intel copy. Don't know how I ended up with one of these, but this one actually has, I got this from the local elementary school when I picked up the other iMac. That is still in my closet awaiting their software rebuild. Came with all of the documentation for Tiger, but no copy of Tiger. How helpful. I have an iMac software restore and install. I actually have 2 of those. There's one in this little book thingy, whatever you call them. Now this must be a pain. A copy of Williams Sonoma Good Cooking from Broderbund. And there are 3 crowns. For Windows 95 and the Power Macintosh. So that's multi-platform. A copy of iWork 05. Just a trial. You can see trial version. And then I have a book folder thing. I don't know what the hell you'd call this. Oh, I had to agree to terms or something. I didn't get the terms, so I can't agree to them. But of course, I service computers, so I know what I'm doing. And it won't open now. Another copy of... Oh, I thought it was a software install. It's actually a restore. Do I have the install somewhere? I don't. Another copy of Williams Sonoma Good Cooking. A copy of Quicken Deluxe 98 for the Macintosh. Adobe PageMill 3.0 for the Macintosh. MDX. Probably some kind of game for the Macintosh. This book binder does not want to behave. And a copy of Kai's Photo Soap. Clean Up Your Image, 2nd edition, for the Macintosh. Oh, it will also work with Windows 95 and Windows NT 4. So again, that's multi-platform. Now I have to put all this stuff away, and I have to get onto the boxes. So in this very dirty box, we have... It's disgusting. Backup programs. A copy of Dance Retrospect 2. That is a very funny way to spell dance, but... anyways. Printer software. Disk 2, 3, HyperCard, GreatWorks, Help Disk, Disk 1 CD for ClarisWorks. Don't know what copy. Oh, it's ClarisWorks 2.0. A EtherTalk installer, version 5.5 high density. An application disk for Norton Utilities. The GreatWorks installation disk, not for resale. And 2 clip art discs. The other one is actually all just clip art. So really, I'm not even going to bother myself with showing that. It's boring. And I'm going to clean these and then I'll be back. So in the first box, right here, we have a Windows software, pretty much in the first part. Those are, I don't know what that is. But anyways. We have a copy of Windows 3.0. Oh, look at that. We have a system startup for a classic. I can just go in there. We have a copy of Windows 3.0. Which I believe, yes, it's 7 discs. The disc number 1 doesn't work, so I can't use that. I have a copy of Windows 3.1. Which again is 7 discs. That does work fully. And I have the 5.25 inch, 3.5 inch copy of Windows. Microsoft Word. Just like, that's what that is. I don't know what version it is. I think it's actually 3.1 or whatever version belonged to Windows 3.1 or 3.0 or something. And then we have Macintosh System Tools. This is a system startup for a classic. Macintosh Plus Tools. It actually says Laser Tools on it. It's probably for a laser clone. Your Apple tour of the Macintosh Plus. Speed DRR8. RAM DRR2. Application discs for Apple Personal Diagnostics and whatever. APD emergency disk for computers with 1.4 megabyte floppy drives. This one's the one for the 800K floppy drives. That's the same one. And that's the same as the one before. Another copy of RAM DRR2. An Apple IIe card in startup, 2 of them. And I believe I have 1 installer. Okay. Fonts for the Macintosh. Fonts for the Macintosh. Disk Tools 7.1 for the Macintosh. Again. Tidbits for the Macintosh with a rainbow Apple logo. Nice. And Tidbits again with the black logo. And another Tidbits with the black logo. Okay, I'll put that back and I'll bring you to the next one. And in this one, we have system stuff. Of course, I overfilled it. I'm going to have to get some more disk boxes. We have disk tools for System 701. System additions. Auto-loading system disk. File copy. Police's True Type 1. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's Style Writer for the French. Probably for an Apple Style Writer, actually. And in here, I believe we have an entire copy of System 7.5. maybe 2 entire copies of the System 7 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh, 6. 1, 2, 3. Jesus. 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 discs in a copy of 7.5 as far as I know. I have 1 copy of 6 and 1 copy of 7. I may image these. I don't think I can do that legally though, so I won't. I'm joking. So this is install 2 for System 7. That's all I have for System 7. I think I have about like 4, 5, 6. I have 7 copies of install 2 for System 7. Was System 7 on like one disc? System 7 on 1 disc? But it says install 2, so I'm not gonna test that. I don't know for certain. And in the back, we have a whole bunch more system stuff. Install Me First for the 2VI. Printing tools for the Mac. Other printing tools, these two are different. Duh. A system tools. Oh, look at that, I have a 2E installer card in there. Utilities for something or another. System 701 keyboard. Install for Macintosh. Install 1, install 2, another install 2 for 7.1. At Ease Emergency. Another At Ease Emergency. That's a startup disk. Install 2 for At Ease. Install 3 for At Ease. Utilities for At Ease. Startup disk number 2. A system folder for 608 on an LC. For system 608 on an LC. Mac Write, disk-based. This is probably the original Mac OS 1. Although I have absolutely no idea. Disk tools for the 2VI. And that's it for what's in that box. Let's move on to the next one. You know, I was thinking I could probably put you on the tripod and make this easier for me, so... This one I'm going to have to replace, as you can probably see. It's totally busted. I have no idea what's actually in here, but we're going to find out together now, aren't we? FileMaker Pro 4. Disk 8 of 8, set A3. A copy of Odell Lake. Color Style Writer 2500. A DeskJet 830C. Phonetics Primetime. Initial consonants. ClarisWorks in the Classroom, that's a sample file disk. ClarisWorks for Teachers, mind you, this all came out of a school, so that's why it's all school stuff. CSL Marks for the Macintosh. A copy of The Print Shop by Broderbund. A copy of FWB Software Hard Disk Toolkit. 4 discs, I don't know if there were any more than that. ClarisWorks 2.0 disc number 3 of 3. Amazing Animation 3 of 4, 2 of 4, 1 of 4. I know I have 4 of 4 somewhere. Norton Utilities 3.5 Emergency. And a copy of The Print Shop for Macintosh again. And in here, I believe I have a bazillion copies. Oh, that's all HyperCard stuff. More The Print Shop. And one of them is actually on a blue floppy. Nice. Disc 1, 4, and 5 for Claris Impact. I'm gonna have to go through these and put all my software together eventually. You know, I could probably be doing that now, thinking about it. So I'll put these together. Put my software together. Figure out where everything goes. I kind of broke that and just fell off. And then I have a whole bunch of installers for HyperCard, stacks for HyperCard, more stacks for HyperCard, AppleScript stacks, tools, tour, and more HyperCard stuff. Disk 4, Disk 5, Disk 6, and Disk 7 for HyperCard. Don't know about anything else. I'll just leave this out here at the moment. And those 2 stray discs. So I'm going to put this away here. I'm going to put this box to the side. I'm going to clean it off. I'm going to move on to the next box, which is this right here. And I don't know what's in this. There is my Amazing Animations sample. So that goes with my Amazing Animations thing. Even though the label fell off, you might be able to just make out the writing on there that I wrote myself. World of Weasels. Math Blaster Plus. The Yukon Trail. Disc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were only 6 discs, if I imagine, but the Yukon Trail. Bannermania for the Macintosh by Broderbund, obviously. Adobe Type Reunion Deluxe, again from the Macintosh. I have no idea if there are only 2 discs or not, but I'm going to leave that out and figure it out for myself. Word Search Creator for the Macintosh. A copy of AddMotion 2 program disc. 2 installation discs for Norton Disk Doubler Pro. And that's by Symantec, that's Norton. Another copy of the Print Shop. Blue Server. And that hat, ironically on a yellow disc. Should be on a blue disc. A copy of RAM Doubler 1. It's the original RAM Doubler right there. Mac Fortran. Oh my god, that's a compiler. A copy of Color Mac Cheese. That's a nice thing. I have that installed on just one. Not both. And the label for Mac Fortran is coming off, which is kind of unfortunate. Oops. Another copy of Color Mac Cheese. WordPerfect. An entire copy of WordPerfect 3.0. And speaking of stuff, I'm probably going to reinstall the operating system on my 180 as soon as I get the battery rebuilt. A copy of Super Paint, or I don't think this is an entire copy, but Alda Super Paint. I'm going to try out some of these things, because really, they could be interesting. Math Team Pro, Disc 2 and Disc 3. I'm sure I've got Disc 1 somewhere. That's for AddMotion 2. That's a tutorial disc. This will probably be my longest video ever. Disc 3 for ClarisWorks. I don't know where I put the first one, but I don't have it here. A copy of Conflict Catcher 3 and Conflict Catcher 4. Mac Tools Optimizer for the LC. Salient Auto Doubler. Automatically doubles your disk space. For the Macintosh, obviously. I added 2 administrator disks for the Nightwatch 2 program, one of which is getting a little bit yellowed. Or maybe it was that way to begin with, I don't know. So I'm going to put this away and I'm going to get out the next one. In this next box, we have Career Futures. Disc number 2 and 3 for Canada of 1998. Supplemental files for Night Watch 2. Cross Country Canada installation number 3. Games and Self-Extracting Archive. I don't know what's on that. Sour Rider. Italia's Dots. Jackie Knit 1. And somebody had a little bit of fun there. A copy of FileMaker Pro. Disc 3 of 8, copy number D. I've never seen this graph kind of thing before. Math Trek, version 1.6. That has probably been formatted and it's now a help thing. I'll leave it out. Emergency for the classic. Folder Locker. Mac Tools Pro, disc number 5. Mac Tools, disc number 4. I am running out of space here. Aldus PageMaker, disc 6, 7, and 8. Some ClarisWorks, disc 3. I don't know what that is. Oh, probably for ClarisWorks 2.1. We'll put those together. Defective HyperCard player disc. And a Norton Emergency. From September of 1997. Nice. And some more discs. A copy of Symantec Antivirus. For the Macintosh, obviously. Virex. Antivirus. ClarisWorks 2.1. Another one, disc 1 of 3. This is Virex 5.5. Oh my god. PowerPoint. Desktop Presentations Program, Genagraphics Software, and Clipart. Nice. Version 2.01. Superphonics, disc 2 of 7. Another Night Watch 2 supplemental files that is also yellowing. Microsoft Works Startup. Tech Tool, 2 of them. New Kid Picks, disc number 2. Career Futures, disc number 4. Mac School Marks and Comment Editors. Superphonics. Disc 4 of 7, disc 3 of 7, and disc 1 of 7. You know what, I might have a complete copy of that. So I'll go through this and put this away, and then I'll go into the next box. And in this box, we have disc number 1 for Kid Picks Companion. Nice. We have Millie's Math House. Disc number 2 of 4. Claris Impact, 3 of 6 and 6 of 6. One, 3. I'm still missing disc 2. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I'm missing disc 2. ClarisWorks 2.0, disc 1, 2, and 2. So I now have a complete copy of ClarisWorks 2.0. Thinkin' Things, collection number 1, disc 3 of 3 for the Macintosh. Duh, obviously, just like everything else here, and I just hit the camera. Print Shop Deluxe, disc 1, 2, and 3. Or Dell Print Shop Deluxe, for all the people that want to be picky. Central Point Mac Tools, disc number 3. I think I have like a bazillion copies of that. The Playroom Monochrome disc. And I have just officially run out of space. Thinkin' Things, disc number 2. Where did I put that? WebBuddy. 1, 2, and 3. That one actually has a code key on it, so I'm not going to show that. But, WebBuddy. I just realized that you're probably not even seeing half of what I'm showing you. Mac Tools Pro. 4.0, I would assume all this is. And another The Print Shop Deluxe, disc number 4. Oh, and look at that, another copy of The Print Shop Deluxe is up front, coming up. 1, 2, and 3. Jesus. An entire copy, I would understand, of Aldous PageMaker. And yes, all 14 discs. Nice. Mac Draw Pro, disc 404, and Copy 2 Plus. Didn't know I had a copy of that. So I'm going to put all this away and I'm going to get out the next one. And in here we have the Print Shop Deluxe Teacher's Guide, School Bonus Folio. Bonus Folio and a Teacher's Guide. Nice. Those are IBM discs. But yet it's for the Macintosh. Just a silly little thing there. Another copy of Aldous PageMaker, disc number 5. Another copy of Mac Fortran. Land Commander 2.03. Mac Gallery Clip Art, disc 1, 2, and 3. Conflict Catalog. Hyper Studio Preview disc. Crossword Creator, again. Classroom Organizer. Mac Globe English, discs 1 and 2. Clean this up a little bit. Macintosh apps and games that I formatted myself. Canada Geography 2. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's disc number 2 for Geography 2. Norton Utilities Disc Doctor. Another The Print Shop, 2 of them. And look at that. I just found disc number 2 for Claris Impact. So I now have a complete copy of Claris Impact, which is sweet. Concertware MIDI. A copy of Carmen Sandiego in French. Just a second. Sorry about that. Anyways, where was I? Oh, what the hell? I now know what the curriculum was back then for grades 6, 7, and 8. Or some ideas, anyways. Mac Tools, installation disc number 1, version 3.0. I don't know what that's for, but anyways, that has somebody's name on it. Land Commander 1.1 update for January 98. SimCity site license, color version, and a black and white version. I don't know if there were more discs to that, but I suppose not. Spectre Challenge for Macintosh. Screen Squeeze for the LC. Or the LTV port. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what that's for. Just hit the camera again. Dance Remote Workstation. Mr. File. Nice. And another copy of SimCity. Black and white lookup version and... oh, they're actually both black and white lookup versions. Some of these I don't think I have the secondary discs for, so I'm going to put them back, but I'll get the last box for you. And finally, now for the last box, and by the time I'm done with this one, you will have sat here for a half an hour. I congratulate you in advance for doing that. If you didn't make this all the way through this video, I will be very disappointed. And on the top, we have Norton Utilities 3.5 Emergency, The Geometric Golfer install. Word Munchers color disc. Whoops. New Kid Picks 3. And in the first bunch, oops. Ultra Drive application and installation. FA-18 Hornet graphics simulator. Disc 1 and 2. MacDraw 2 Tour. Disc Maker. User Program Disc 1.6. Easy Color Paint. Oops, that's a little close. MacDraw 2 British. Actually, that's MacDraw 2 British, but that's the dictionaries and templates. How would you say that in British? Somebody go ahead and post a video response telling me how you say that in British. Paperport. I believe I have a full copy of that somewhere. Graphic Writer for the Apple IIgs. Solvent for the 64K Apple II family. AppleWorks GS system. I am not going to show you that because that actually has the school name on it. MarkNet network adapter. Folichon 1 of 2. I don't have the entire disc for that. Copy for that, unfortunately. Number Maze 1 and 2. MacDraw Pro 1 of 4, and there's a really hilarious typo there. That is a 0, not an O. Meeting Maker XP user and administration discs. Get that out of my way. Number Munchers color disc. Tesselmania. Kid Picks companion disc number 3 and 4. I'm certain I have disc number 2 somewhere because I remember installing that on one of my computers. Another copy of Odell Lake. The Playroom monochrome and install disc. Hyperdrive FX install. Central Point Mac Tools Disc 5. I'm dropping discs now because I'm tired. Print Shop Deluxe. Those are all just copies. Totally unnecessary. Another copy of Print Shop. ClarisWorks 2.0 demo. Another version of Copy 2 Plus for ProDOS. Copy 2 for Mac and Mac Tools. And that is it for my software. I will now put all this away. I will sort through it. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Till then.